All right. So solving equations for a variable. So when you look for this one, we always look for the what are we solving for. So in this question, it says solve for the y. So that's what you're basically looking for. Just like in a normal equations, when you solve for the letter, and we did it like, okay, this is the y right here. So this is one I want to isolate it. So to get this isolated, you keep this together. Now let's see what you have extra. What I have extra is 3x, so let's take that out, 3x. If I take with 3x one side, I have to take it to the other side also. So I can write it 7y equal 2 minus 3x. Okay, do you understand that? Just like a normal math. And then since we are solving for the y, and then definitely I don't want to have 7 next to it. So 7 is a multiplication, so it's times it. So its opposite is divide, so let's divide by 7, both sides. So you end up with y equal 2 minus 3x over 7. So we got the y alone, that means we get the answer, because y alone is for solving for the y. Look at this question, since you're solving for the x, so look at it where the x is. So this is the x, and then we're going to keep that m also for now. And then you don't want to, plus b, that's what we're going to get rid of it. So plus b, opposite is minus b. So you take away b here, cross it out, and then take away b here. So you're going to get y minus b equal mx. But since we're solving for the x, we don't want that m next to it. So let's divide by n. If I divide by here, I need to divide the other side too. So you answer x equal y minus b over n. Or sometimes you can write x equal y minus b over n. So you can just flip them around, it's fine.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
All these questions, since I see the variable on both sides, you want to have the variables on the one side. So I'll look for the smaller one. So that's 2, so I'm going to subtract or take away 2c on both sides. So then I get, that's 1c minus 5, it's 5. Add 5 on both sides. So c is going to be 10. Guys, once you get familiar with these questions, I want you to try to skip the steps. Okay? So what does that mean? What I'm talking about, the skipping the steps means, I want you to watch this carefully. Because when you're taking this type of questions in the SAT, they don't want like writing a lot of steps. They want to get the answer. So what you look at it, if this question comes from the SAT, you see the 2c, I'm going to take away 2c here and take away 2c here. So I got the c left over here. And then this is minus 5. So add 5 here, add 5 here. So just cross out and this is 10. So that's it. TC is 10. See? So that's how fast you need to do for the SAT type of questions. And this question says, the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism, length times width times the height. Okay, volume equals length times width and height. But solve the formula for the width. So we need to solve it for the width. All you have to do is, you can write it volume equals length times width times height. Now you're solving for the width. So the width is right here. And the rest of them with the multiplication. So when it is a multiplication, your inverse operation is going to be division. So you're going to divide it by L and the H, so that way you can cross out the L and the H. And then also we have to divide by L and the H. So your answer is W. That's it. Minus 9, because it's positive 9, it has to be negative W. So I'm going to write it down. So 3x equal 2y minus 9. Does that make sense? First step. Because this positive 9, I take that side, it becomes negative 9. That's good. Now I need to divide by 3. Divide by 3 here. I'm going to divide by 3 here. But the problem is I don't see answer like this. I see one like A, but 9 plus 3y. It doesn't match. So something I have to simplify. what is that is, eyes on here, don't miss this. When you divide this like a fraction like this, you can divide it like that. See, I'm going to show you. 2y and these two, you can divide them. At the same time, you can divide these two also. Okay? So you can do that. So that's, I'm going to write it one more step. 2y over 3 minus 9 over 3. You can do that. Okay? And that becomes 2/3 y.
Oh, it
makes sense. Yeah, so then that's what
I'm surprised I guessed it right.
That's all right. That's good. So, so let's get a common denominator. If you look at a common denominator for the 5 and 4, it's 20. Did we? Yeah. So let's get a 20 everywhere. So that's what the first step. I'm going to write it a little bigger so you can see it. So 5 is A minus 3/4 B equals C. But since we know our common denominator is 20, I want to get a 20 here. So to get the 20, what should I multiply? 5 times 4, not times 4. If you multiply the bottom, you only multiply the top two. Okay? And then times this one by 5, and this one by 5. Since I don't have any number, I need to multiply by this one by 20. And once I see this, like all of the denominators are 20, you can drop the denominator. So you can get the 4 times 2, that is 8a, minus 5 times 3, that is 15b, equal 20c. Now it's like a equation with the no fractions. Then it's as easy, not a big deal. Okay? So once you get the hang out of it, then we can get used to it. Now, a, that's what I'm solving for. I'm going to keep this 8 for now. Now, just follow the steps, same whatever we did before. Let's get rid of this. It's a minus, so opposite is positive. 15b, so I can graph that out, and then add 15b here. So I got the 8a equal 20c plus 15b, but I need only a. That's what I'm asking for. Solve for a. I don't want the other one, so I'm going to get rid of that 8. So the a is going to be 20c plus 15b over 8. Okay. So the major important part is, if you have a fractions, get the common denominator. Once you get the common denominator, it's easy. So get the common denominator, that is 5. So you already have 5 here, and this is also 5 here. So all I need to get the 5 here. So I'm going to times this one by 5. So the rest, everything is 5 we have. That's a good part in this question. So I'll leave the denominator. And then I get 3x plus 5 times 1.4. So what is the 5 times 1.4? Let's look at it. 5 times, so which gives you 7y, that's 2. So it's easy. Once you get the fractions down, then it's going to be so easy. So as now you're finding for the y, you need this, so you don't want the other one. You can just send it to the other side, write it minus 3x. And then 7y equal to minus 3x. Just divide by 7, and then you get the answer. Okay, that's it. That's all you do it. Here, so this formula is given to use 2 pi r, circumference of a circle. Now, what you need to solve for the r? So this is the question right here. So we're going to solve for the r. Now let's look into that. So I'm going to put that one. C is 2 pi r, but I'm looking for the r, so I don't need the 2 pi. So I'm going to get rid of that. So divided by 2 pi. That's it. Get it? R equals C over 2 pi. Done. Okay. And then what they're asking is, circumference is 15 inches. That means C is 15 inches over, and what's the radius? So we need to find out the radius. So divided by 2 pi. So use a calculator. 15 divided by 2 times pi means 3.14. So you can use it.
But it says to leave pi in your answer, right?
Okay, you're right.
Once you
Yeah,
calculate
leave the pi, leave the pi. So you don't need to do that. Sorry, my mistake. And it's going to be 7.5 over pi. Okay. That's what the answer is. Kalani, call your. Okay, does that make sense? Good.
Not really. I didn't quite get it.
Yeah, you didn't get it? Okay, let me try it again.